No. Oga, you don't do what? Why did this happen? No, why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Why did this happen? Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight our right. Solidarity forever.
So that was Sowore at Mushin earlier today, protesting alongside Mushin residents against the brutality, high-handedness, and oppression by men of the Nigeria police force who were working in cahoots with the PHCN to victimize people who say, "Oh no, you cannot disconnect us," and when there's no electricity, and be forcing us to be paying bills. You know, things happen like this, especially even between customers who are not necessarily customers or clients of the PHCN. So, but they decided to take it upon it. Police wants to extort to his common sight in Nigeria that this happens. Not forgetting also that a number of days ago, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, the National Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC, if I get that name correctly, already told Nigerians that they should stop paying the moment electricity is not supplied for an upward period of 2 weeks. PHCN has no right to ask anybody for bill. Besides, if everybody that wanted prepaid meter has had prepaid meter, why would anybody want to knock on anybody's door and ask for bill again? They pay based on their consumption. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? But because they want to continue the regime of fraud, of exploitation, of extortion, they won't let all these things happen. But anyways, that is on the part of police and on the part of PHCN in Mushin. But I want to say to Sowore that kudos, that's a good one. I appreciate it. I really love it. I really love it. Somebody is saying that I have no volume. Is there no volume on this video? Somebody says volume out. Is that correct? Somebody confirm the volume. I have feedback that the volume is playing well. So when you say volume out, what's up? Anyway, let me continue so that okay, it's correct, it's okay now. So let's continue. I want to appreciate Sowore for doing that, for joining for solidarizing with residents of Mushin and supporting them to go out and protest in order to also protect them for their rights. Now, this is a build-up to the finding of the soul of the country. Nigeria had no soul. It's just like a jungle. Anything goes, anything happens. But the re-engineering or the process of actually finding a soul at all has started. Things start from somewhere. Maybe it's starting from Mushin. Okay, this is not violence now, but at least this is to say the rights of a people have been trampled upon, and we are going to start one bit by one step at a time, from Mushin to Songo to Yaba to somewhere in the north to somewhere in Onitsha. We will reclaim the soul of Nigeria, if Nigeria ever had one. Having said that, it is important to also let ourselves know that we will either take Nigeria back, the hashtag we or you people or we all used or adopted the last time was take it back. But we now have to start letting Nigerians know that it is either you take it or you leave it. Your country, you will either take it or you leave it. Like many people are, if you go to passport office, a lot of people, thousands of people want visas every day. Go to passport office, they want passports. Go to visa office, they're always queuing up. Who is remaining in this country? So they are leaving the country. There are two options. You either take your country back or you leave your country. So if the hashtag used in 2019, this past election, was hashtag take it back, I'm afraid we might be adopting hashtag take it or leave it. I don't know if somebody understands what I'm talking about. Take it back, that is option 1, hashtag take it back. The second option is take it or leave it. And we have to, when we say take it or leave it, we are not talking about those who already understand this idea. We are talking about those who still don't know what this is all about. Now, for the Yahoo boys, for instance, they will either have to take their country back or leave it, because at the end of the day, this country has no future, no hope, no plan for them. As a result, a lot of people are resorting to desperate means of survival, and because of that, they are Yahoo boys, internet scammers, cyber criminals. Okay, so if they don't take their country back, they would have to leave it. But at any rate, that was Sowore. Good one. I appreciate it and I love it. But Sowore cannot do this alone. Nigerians need to hone this struggle. Yahoo boys are oppressed people. Market traders are oppressed people. People in computer village, upon who Yaloja was recently imposed, who are clamoring and say, ICT hub is not supposed to be there, they are oppressed people. People who have no electricity in the country, millions of us, we are oppressed people. People who have no good roads, we are oppressed. People who have no access to healthcare system, adequate healthcare system, we are oppressed people. People who have no means to access education because it's too expensive, we are oppressed people. People who are being killed on daily basis by SARS, by police, who are being abused, are oppressed people. Now, all of us are oppressed. So all oppressed people are supposed to come together now and either take their country back or leave it. As a result, I want to suggest, share this video to your Yahoo friends, people you know who are doing Yahoo. Tag them, share, let everybody see it. See, it's a joint score. All of us are in this together. Because you are Yahoo boy does not mean you have a different country. We are all in the same country. People that are being killed because they are either Yahoo boys or suspected to be Yahoo boys. If you check the statistics of recent, the ones that are being harassed or killed in Nigeria lately are the people who are either suspected to be or are actually are. Alright? Fuck Google, I'm an oppressed Nigerian. There's no point doubting anything. Alright? So All of us are oppressed. All of us are oppressed. And Nigeria is together. So it doesn't matter whether you are a Yahoo boy, you are finding somebody to scam somewhere, you are going to do something in a nightclub, you are going to shut down a place by demonstrating that you have just hit a millionaire. All of us are oppressed for as long as you are going to drive that Benz car you're buying on this same poor road that all of us are driving on. You are an oppressed Nigerian. For as long as you have hit whatever amount you have scammed your victim of abroad or in Nigeria or anywhere, for as long as you are going to need health care and it is not there, you are an oppressed Nigerian. For as long as you have made the money but you are still going to be running on generator and going to be buying fuel at 145 naira, you are an oppressed Nigerian. For as long as you are going to be living in this same country where they claim that power grid is collapsing consecutively and in sequence, such that there's total blackout in the country, you're an oppressed Nigerian. For as long as SARS stops you on the road and asks you silly questions and harasses you, you're an oppressed Nigerian. As a result, see, whether you're a Yahoo boy, whether you are working somewhere and you think you're doing fine, whether you are already thinking, or you just eat a visa and you think you are leaving the country, the reality is that if you are leaving Nigeria, you are leaving for a reason. You feel oppressed in your own country. Otherwise, the reality is, when you say you are going abroad, what does abroad mean? Abroad means you are going to look for a greener pasture. But I ask you the question, to an American citizen living in America, where there's good road, good electricity, adequate healthcare, everything is working fine, where do you think they are going to? Where is abroad to them? To the Americans, where is abroad? So living to say you are going abroad means you feel oppressed in your country. So don't feel big because you have successfully left Nigeria, or because in a matter of days you are leaving Nigeria. And I'm saying this to friends who just eat visas, who just got their visa, and who are already almost going to testify in church, or who are almost going to throw a party that they are leaving. You are an oppressed Nigerian. See, many people from abroad are calling back home to say, we wish that country is better, we want to return home. They feel oppressed even though they are not currently residing in a country. Now 2023 is just tomorrow. When I say just tomorrow, it means we have short time to work this country together. I am not supporting internet crime or fraud, but I understand that it is an extreme measure. You find yourself in that particular category, or in that situation, because the country has left you without hope, no employment, no job, nothing to survive on. All right. As a result, some people found themselves doing Yahoo. So I understand it's an extreme measure, but I'm extending this love to you, brother, that we can work this country together. If you do Yahoo and you want to raise your kids, what are you going to put in their hands? Is it the same Yahoo? How long do you think that will last? Can we just put hands together and save this country? I understand it is an extreme condition, an extreme situation that made you become an internet hack activist, that you are hacking things, right? But hey, it's not going to last forever. So how about we just look for a way to solve the country's problem together, so that we can give hope, we can leave a country for our children. This isn't working, apparently, right? But these same old people that we are leaving the country in their hands, they are the ones who ruined it, and they have no idea. They have run out of ideas. In fact, they no longer have health to do anything. So please, all I want to say is, if you are a G boy or OG or whatever they call, they have different names for themselves on the street. Alright? Let us rally ourselves around a good leadership for the country. When you say you are running abroad, it's because there's an abroad and the home isn't okay. If the home is okay, there's no abroad. If Nigeria is okay, there's no abroad. Where is abroad to American citizens? Where is abroad? So let's work on our country, please. It's time we start mobilizing ourselves. So I don't care whether you're a Yahoo boy or you're anything. All I'm saying is that we are all Nigerians. We bear the same nationality. So I want to encourage you. I want to nudge you. I want to admonish you. I know I'm a poor man, so it's hard to take advice from a poor man, right? But consider that we all have future for our children together, okay? And then we can't continue like this. So let us all come together and look for a new leadership for this country. This leadership has already failed. They have already failed. They haven't started the second term already, and everything everywhere is already blackout. So please, we need young leadership. We need a country that is good for all of us. And I want to ask that all of us look in the same direction. Let us all look in the same direction and rescue our country. I want to say thank you, and I'm going to end this broadcast here. For those that want to reach me, the number is on your screen now. But do WhatsApp. I appreciate WhatsApp more. Alright. So, well, fuck. I don't understand this name though. I don't understand the name. Yes, I'm working. Last time I said is that I want to bring Nigerian. I want to start going to secondary schools. That's the first phase of my plan, of my schedule. I want to start going to secondary schools to talk to them, minister to young Nigerians who are in their formative stage, because they are the ones we need. They are the ones we need. They are yet the reason I want to target them is that they are still in their formative stage. They are yet to taste corrupt money, and so they have not yet locked into something that is bad. Alright, so I believe that if we capture those ones and add to our number, if you consider the number of candidates sitting for JAMB every year, or candidates who are sitting for WAEC, SS3 students who are candidates of WAEC every year, you see them in their millions. If you capture them in the next 2-3 years, we would have more millions that will assist us to take the orientation further. That is the first phase of my exercise, but it's not cheap. So those that promise to reach out for us to start this project, please do. We need serious money. It is not until election is 6 months away we now start doing GoFundMe and saying, hey, we want to campaign. No, it's not going to work. At least we already demonstrated that, and we see how far. It's not going to work. So we have to start now. I want to go into sports. Like, we can start organizing inter-school sports competition, and the message is leadership, and we are preaching this thing. We are live streaming it at the same time, doing a lot of things. Those who are sports lovers, we organize sports for, but mostly secondary school. I want to go to secondary schools, those ones that are not yet, whose minds are not yet polluted. We can start capturing those ones. I believe, while the second phase would then be making ambassadors of them, sending them out while we are also still working. Alright, and at the same time, to see how we can, the second phase I'll open it up later, but the first phase is secondary schools. We need to capture all these people before things get out of hand for them. We need to capture them, because every year we are losing them too. You understand what I'm talking about? Because as they finish WAEC, they can't get admission into school. Because millions of Nigerian students are graduating every year from secondary school, but because there's limited capacity for the universities or tertiary institutions that we have in the country, not all of them will get admitted. So what happens to the others? And what also happens to those that gain admission but do not have money to proceed? So we are losing them, you understand? So, but we need to capture them. I didn't gain admission immediately. I didn't get admission immediately I left secondary school. I did not. It took me 4 years. I had to go and work. Our friends who left school and became Yahoo boys, they are big today, but they are big. Some of them watch my shows, and sometimes they see me on whenever we meet, maybe old student association, and they're like, "Ah, wow, guy, you're doing well. We love you," you know. But that's them. This is me, you know. They are big today, but I don't regret what I'm doing, you know. But the reality is that we need to capture from secondary school. One person came to give a talk at my secondary school, and it touched me, so I decided I was not going to do anything wrong. So that's why I also believe that if I go to secondary schools, yes, we'll rescue a lot of people before they get out of school and they are not able to do anything again, and they resort to Yahoo. We can rescue them, I believe. So please, if it is in your heart that you want to support this mission, please reach out. That's my number on the screen. I will appreciate it. We need to hit the ground running. Schools have just resumed. I think last week they resumed already, and then we need to start reaching out to schools, secondary schools, talk to them, seminars, you know, and even live stream them as we're talking to them, you know, about leadership, about rescuing Nigeria, about patriotism, about how to remain consistent even in the face of adversities, even in the face of a lot of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, families, I want to say it's been a fantastic time. I'm sorry I came on the show very late, but at least people still came online, so it's good. I'll see you people tomorrow, and in my usual practice, in my habits, which one should I do? Should I do Fela or should I do Larry Safari? Which one? Okay, let's do midday Drees. All right.
Yo, one rock Fela Kuni, he still lives. Yo, black power, he's still living. I say he still lives. Yo, Kalakuta vibe, Lincoln. You show us the folly, you show us the freedom, you taught us the grinding, you taught us the holy.
So I think as far as Africa is concerned, music cannot be for enjoyment. Music has to be for revolution. Really.
Father of Afrobeat, Olufela, Mofun, 20 closer. Anytime I light it up, the shit is moving closer.